So here's the first rule. The first rule is if you want to have a fast frequency in life, the first thing that you've got to do is you've got to define results. One of the biggest mistakes or one of the biggest reasons people don't have a fast frequency is they don't even know what they want in life. They don't know what they want in their careers. They don't know what they want in their marriages. They've come to just kind of exist. They just go through the motions. As you decide, here's what I want. I want to make this much money. I want to have this type of relationship with my spouse. I want my relationship with my children to be like this. If you define that in advance, what's the one thing then you can always count on if you haven't defined what the result is? If it's defined, what can you always do? Yeah, you can always look at where you're at and determine, am I where I want to be? One of the biggest reasons people have slow frequencies is they don't know where they even want to be. So they just kind of coast through life and they make decisions way slower. They grow way slower than if they had some result that they were looking for. The second reason, or the second rule of having a fast frequency is to eliminate sacred cows. What's a sacred cow? It's something you never do. Aaron? It's off limits. Here, let me give you an example. When I talk to business owners, as I sit down with a business owner, I ask 2 questions out of the gate. Okay, one of the 2 questions, often what I'll ask them is, first question, what's working? What do you think is not working in your business? Why is your business struggling? Most often they will tell me, well, we're not good at sales and we don't know how to do our marketing very well. We have a hard time bringing new customers in and we struggle with this. They've got their list. They know what it is. The next question that I ask is, what parts of your business do you feel like you're just clicking on all cylinders? You don't need to look at it. You don't need to change it. Where are you doing great? Usually they come back with another list. Well, our employees are really happy. They're very productive. They love working here. We've got great morale. We have no issues at all with employees. Of the 2 areas, the things that they know aren't working and that they're dealing with, and the stuff that they say, this is untouchable. I don't want to address this. I don't want to look at this area. I'm fine here. I'm comfortable here. Which of the 2 do you suppose is most often the big problem? The areas they don't think they want to look at. Most often that's where the problem lies. Okay? So you know, in life, that's where most of our problems lie. It's the stuff we don't see. It's the things we don't want to look at. When someone comes in and says, listen, I've got an anger issue. That's my problem. I just need to deal with my anger issue. What I know is, probably you have a little bit of an issue with anger, but that's not your big problem. Because you already know about that. You see that. You're dealing with it however you're dealing with it. Number 3, if something's not working for you, test new things. Look at other options. Say, how else could I do this? If it's not working for me, how I respond with my wife. The way through it is to say, I wonder if this time, what if I yell and scream with her for a while? I wonder if that will work better than walking away. Might that be something I could try? See how it works. Sure, I could. And it's either going to work better, it's not going to work better, and if it doesn't work better, then I can look at some other option. What if I stay really calm and we have a logical discussion about it? How's that going to work? What if I did this? What if I did this? How many different ways is there to respond to that situation? Yeah, millions. Probably 10,000 at least, like Thomas Edison had. And even if I'm going through them saying, oh, that didn't work, that didn't work, that didn't work, that didn't work. Do you know people that live life like that, though? You know people that just kind of, they change fast. How do they end up doing in life? Have you noticed that they're successful? They have good businesses, they make lots of money, they have great careers, their relationships are strong. Are they rocky at times? Yeah, this is not a solution to solve problems so you never have any conflict, you never have any issues. It's simply, most people, from my experience, they take 20 years or 10 years to get someplace that they could get in 1 year because they just do it so slow. Most older people say, you know, most of them, a much higher rate of them are great at relationships than really young people. So you know, they've just gone through the process and they figured it out. It's just taken them 40 or 50 years. What if you could consolidate that and do it in a year or 2 years? Test new things. If something's not working, just do something else. Try something else. Worst case is you find something else that doesn't work. And you move on, and then you find something else that doesn't work. You find something else that doesn't work. Number 4 is measure frequently. Measure can be several different things. If you want to know an immediate way to increase your frequency, start measuring more often. It doesn't matter whether it's in a relationship or in your career. If you're looking at your salary once a year or looking at how much money you made every year when you fill out taxes, if you want to learn how to make more money faster, instead start looking at it monthly and say, how much did I make this month? Instead of looking at it, how much did I make this year? At some point, if you're looking at it monthly and it's still not working, start looking at how much did I make this week? How much did I make today? The people that are the fastest, have the fastest frequency, they're course correcting on a daily, hourly basis, whatever that is. I'm going to throw out one more option here. This is a great option. It's something that I've got some friends that will tend to challenge each other like this. If you have some, whether you're a grad or not a grad of this training, find someone in your life that you trust, that you have some common goals. Decide what are some things that are important to you in your life. What are some things that would make a difference if you did better at them? It might be a business thing. It may be something personal in your life. It may be making sure that on a daily basis that you're acknowledging your spouse. Maybe that. And get someone in your life that will be a partner with you for a while to develop some good habits. That's one of these measuring frequently. If you come up with what's clear and then start measuring them more frequently, if you want things to become habits, if you want them to have faster change, don't sit down and look at them once every 3 months or even once a month. Start working on things on a daily basis. Pick one thing, the thing that you thought of earlier today. If you picked your one moldy peanut that you want to work on, do something about it tomorrow. Do something about it the next day. And if you start doing that over the next 24 hours, that's what will create long-term change. Number 5 is reward. Reward people who contribute to what it is that you want. Reward behaviors, reward personal contributions from people outside of yourself. Reward them. If you're in a business situation, reward it financially or reward it with acknowledgement. If it's in a personal relationship, reward people who contribute to making things better in your relationships. Reward people who contribute to achieving the results that you want in life, even if it's just saying thank you or acknowledging them. Number 6 is learn from others. If you want to dramatically improve your frequency in life, learn from other people. Rather than do everything the hard way, rather than do everything learning it on your own, watch other people, get insights to other people. When you have a question or an issue or problem, harness the power of the people around you. Sometimes the best thing to do with my wife is to simply say, gosh, this is what she does great, by the way. She's great at this, as she says, you know, this isn't how I want it to be with us. This isn't how I want it to be. How do we solve this? How do we move forward? Here's what I want. How do we get to this point? And by engaging both of us in that dialogue, we often come up with some solutions that are creative. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. But we move towards that objective. And last one, and this is one of the keys here tonight. This is why I believe most people struggle and take so long to get success or to take life to the next level. And that is, they are terrified of failing. So the key is to simply to fail faster. Get it out of the way. Even if you're Thomas Edison, you got to go through 10,000 iterations of something to find one that works. Fail faster. Don't take 20 years to do what you can do in one.